This is the second part of lecture 4, and in this video I'll try to give you a brief idea about the equipments that are used in the food processing plant. So in the food processing plant, mm, uh, many different types of machineries and equipments are used, such as conveyors to transport the product, cutting equipment, dehydrators or dryers, mixtures, food containers, pumps, heating devices, cooling devices, washers, peelers, shifters, fillers, packaging equipments, work surfaces, etc. Okay, and depending on the types of the equipments, you have to design the sanitation program. Okay, I mean all the equipments that are used in the food processing plant need to be cleaned properly. Okay, need to be under the sanitation program. Okay, and the sanitation programs, or you can say in this way, the way by which you will sanitize the machineries will vary depending on the machines. Okay, uh, and the different machines, they pose different kind of threats for contamination if are not cleaned properly. Okay, anyway, so now let's try to get some more idea about this equipments. First, start with the product conveyors. The product conveyors, in industry, different type of product conveyors are used, such as air conveyor, screw conveyor, belt conveyor, bucket elevators. Okay, if you Google this, you will find some more about this one, and you can see many different type of photos of this different type of conveyors. So the air conveyor. Okay, in this system, in air conveyor, air is allowed to flow through a pipe with sufficient velocity to carry out the product. Okay, so that means in air conveyor, we use the air to transfer our product from one place to another place. Okay, so as in this conveyor, we are using air. So if the air is not clean, if the air is contaminated, so it can contaminate the food. Okay, so that's why actually the air which is used in the air conveyor, they are first cleaned. Okay, first we clean them using filter. Okay, uh, then screw conveyor, another type of conveyor. So in screw conveyor, it is, in case of this kind of conveyor, it is difficult to clean and operate in sanitary manner. Okay, and the swept walls and dead ends may contain foods. Covers of screw is desirable to protect from contamination. Okay, because of the structure of the screw conveyor is difficult to do the operate it in a sanitary manner. Okay, so and another type of conveyor, belt conveyor. Okay, it provides a more sanitary means of transporting product than conveyors, and however the cracks on belt may contain contaminants. Okay, and for cleaning it requires huge quantities of water and detergent. Sometimes the belt is recycled through the cleaning system, like soaking tank, rinse spray, etc. Actually, in belt conveyor, I think you all have saw this thing, the belt conveyor. Okay, it's like a belt, and over, the uh, items that we want to transport, they are over on the belt. Okay, as the belt move, the item get transported. Okay, however, this kind of conveyors, these are easy to clean. Okay, easy to clean and easy to maintain the sanitary manner. However, cracks can be present. On the belt, it can contain cracks. So if there is cracks, these cracks may act as a source of contamination, because if there are cracks, microorganisms can deposit and settle down on those cracks, which can eventually contaminate the products. Okay, and cleaning of this kind of belt conveyor requires huge amounts of water and detergent. So sometimes what is done that, I mean the design, the belt conveyor, the design is like that the belt conveyor can get automatically cleans. It's like that, the belt, okay, it's move, right? So it's transport the products, and after transporting the products it has to come back. So when it's coming back, it come through a this kind of soaking tank on range spray, okay, and get cleaned. Then another conveyors, the bucket elevators, okay, and bucket elevators is used for both dry and wet products, okay. And in case of elevators, the main source of contamination is booch, which is very difficult to clean, okay. That's actually the buckets of the elevators, they itself can act as a source of contamination. Other equipment, cutting and drying equipment, cutters. First, cutters. So the sanitary requirements of cutters, choppers, slicers, and grinders are rather minimal, but they should be easily dismantled for cleaning, because the design of the cutters and choppers, etc., are like that. I mean, they are less prone to get contaminated. I mean, microorganisms cannot easily settle on their surfaces. Okay, so that's why sanitary requirements is also low. Okay, however, I mean, the cutters or choppers that are used in the industry should be like that. We should be able to easily dismantle those, okay, remove those, I mean, and clean those, okay. And after cleaning, we should be reattach them with the machines, okay. However, I mean, although the requirements and sanitary requirements is low, but we should use metal detectors or magnets to detect the broken pieces of nuts and bolts of the equipment. Now, dehydrator or dryers. These devices, for example, drum dryer, usually 166 degrees Celsius are used there, or fluid bed dryer use low temperature. Okay, this drum dryer and fluid bed dryer are example of dryers, okay, which are used in the industry. Okay, and these devices do not produce sufficient temperature for death of microbial spores. I mean, the temperature used here to is for to dry the products, okay, and these temperatures are not high enough to kill the spores that your products or raw materials might contain, okay. So because of the lack of sterilizing effect, these machines concentrate microbes along with food, okay, constituents to the point where counts may exceed 106 to 107 per ml. I mean, as the temperature used here cannot kill the spores, so eventually the microbes, okay, number of microbes, they can increased. Okay, so that's why, I mean, these dehydrators or dryers, they should be cleaned, okay, frequently, okay, and after cleaning, you should, I mean, make it dry, okay. So after, suppose you are using water to clean these equipments, so after cleaning, you should wipe out all the moistures from here, because if moisture is there, moisture support the growth of microbes, okay. And also, I mean, moreover, hard water, I mean, if we use hard water for cleaning, so it can also, I mean, create some additional problem. What kind of problem? Hard water, they contains different type of metallic ions like calcium, magnesium, manganese, this kind of ions, okay. And these ions, they can, I mean, deposit as residues on those trash, okay. And they can make a kind of film, okay, films on the equipment, okay. Then mixtures, heating and cooling devices. A different type of mixtures are used: paddle type, real type, twin screw, and also different type of heating devices are used: roasters and ovens, retorts, cookers, jacketed vessels, etc. And cooling devices. So air cooler is operated by passing air through heat exchanging module. Filtration is required before passing air. I mean, actually, in the cooling air, I mean, cooling devices, I mean, uh, air cooler is the most famous, definitely. But as I mean, the air, they may uh, act as a source of contamination. Usually filtration are used, but sometimes we also use heat exchanging module to clean the air. I mean, why we use filtration for the air? To make it clean. So we can do it in another way. I mean, by passing the air through heat exchanging module, it will also clean the air. That means if we pass the air through the heat exchanging module, it will kill all the microbes. Actually, in industry sometimes both filtration and heat exchanger are used to clean the air, okay, before using it. Okay, now some other devices which are used in the industry like pumps. Okay, and the design of pumps components should be easy to dismantle and cleaning. I mean, the pumps which will be used in the industry, they should be easy to dismantle and cleaning. Okay, and different type of uh, okay, and these are the name of the parts that are used in the pumps. Okay, washers and pillars. Okay, what the use of washers and pillars we know. Okay, and this kind of equipments, the washers and pillars. Okay, in the industry, the design is like that. This kind of equipments, they cannot easily. I mean, we cannot easily dismantle those. Okay, there's a kind of fixed equipment. Okay, they're in their place. We just cannot remove them and clean it and take them back to their original places, but still we need to clean them. So for this kind of equipments like washers and pillars, the cleaning should be clean in place type, CIP, clean in place. Clean in place means you can clean the equipments on that place where they are. Okay, so you don't need to move the washers and pillars. Rather, the system will be like that. You will be able to clean those equipments on their original places. This is called clean in place system. Shifters, okay, and different types of shifters are used. They may be vibrating type, rotary, or reciprocal movement type. Okay, and food containers. Okay, the containers where you will keep your food. So for cooked food containers, we can use tanks, bins, or hoppers, which are made of stainless steel. Okay, and roofs should be rounded with overlapping hatch lids. I mean, stainless steel containers are at the best to use as a food containers. Okay, however, the lid, okay, the design of the lid should be like overlapping hatch. This is actually an interesting, this may sounds a simple thing, but this design, it can prevent contamination very efficiently. How? I'll show you. Okay, this like it is showing photos of two very simple containers which lids are overlapping hatch type. Okay, so look at this one. This small plastic container. Look at this lid. Okay, this lid is overlapping, right? The overlapping the top of the container. Also this one, the lid is overlapping type. So what's the benefit? Even if you like, suppose you put something here. I mean, suppose this is a big container and you put something inside the container and then kept this container outside. So even if it rains, the rainwater, it will be difficult for the rainwater to container, enter into this container. Why? The rainwater will fall here and they will just get away. Okay, the container lid is overlapping type. So water will just get away. The water will cannot just go this direction and get back to the container. It will be very difficult for the water. So that's why this kind of, the designs of the lid should be overlapping hatch type. Okay, it may sound simple, but it can solve lots of problems, right? Okay, now filling and packaging. Okay, and filters should be scheduled for cleaning whenever a plant-wide cleaning session occurs. 3 hours to 3 days. Usually use high pressure equipments. Okay. The filling and packaging area. Okay. They should be also cleaned. Okay. frequently usually. I mean, actually it depends. I mean, how frequently you will clean them. Maybe every 3 hours or every 3 days. Okay. Work surfaces like the tables, counters, drain boards. Okay, and this work is better that if the work surfaces are made of stainless steel, because stainless steel, they are easy to clean, easy to sanitize, and usually the as the stainless steel surfaces are I mean hard and slippery type, shiny type, it's very difficult for the microbes to settle there. Okay, so if, like, suppose if the work surfaces are made of wood, okay, or even made of concrete, so crack and crevice can occur on the wood surface, on the concrete surface. So if there is crack and crevice, microorganisms can settle down there, debris can settle down there, and these debris or microbes can contaminate the food item. Okay, so that's why stainless steel is the best choice to make the work surfaces. Okay. Okay, so that's all for this part of the lecture 4. Okay, thank you for your patience.